Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines with me, Biffa. Here we are in the city of TeaVille, and I've been reading your comments and I've got some things that we're going to work on today that you guys and girls have suggested. You pointed out a mistake I made in the last episode. Oh, let's get a nice big overview of TeaVille. It is looking good. We've hit 40,000 population, by the way. Our traffic is still at 84%, which is absolutely brilliant. I was trying to grow my industries in the last episode, so we're going to work on that in this episode. I also want to put bike paths and walking paths in as many places as possible to get people walking. We've done that before in previous episodes, and the more people walking, the less people driving, you know, so that would be fantastic. I was also told as well that in this traffic view, if you have the traffic manager mod, which I do down here, then all these red buildings are ones that are showing as being difficult to get to. Apparently, that's what I've read. I've read it a few times in the comments, so I thought we're going to test that theory. I've already fixed that bus stop once. What is wrong with it? Forget it. Right, we're going to test that theory with this building here. Nice and bright red, saying it's difficult for people to get to, even though it's nearly full, which is good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make one adjustment to a bus stop. So, oh, actually, we've got a bus stop here. I'm going to make it easy for people to get off that bus stop and get to that school by putting in a simple path just up here. And we're going to see how much of a difference that makes. So we're going to grab this tool here. We're going to turn off road guidelines. And we're just going to draw that path from there to there. And then we're going to move that tree that is right in the middle of the path, and that tree, and that should be fine. So now people getting off of this bus stop, if they wish, can walk up here and then can go straight into the school there. That is pretty close. We do actually have a road running down here. Do we have any bus stops that are near, or bus routes that are near? I've got this bus route here. Is that the same one? That's the same one as this one. We've got this bus route here. If I just drag that down there, look, we've now got another one that was going past, can just stop in here. We've now got two nearby bus routes. So we're going to leave the game running for a while and we'll come back and check out that score and see whether that has made a difference. So, I was being a complete numpty with my industries. We want to grow our industries, get more people working. I was looking at this level here, which shows how many workers we have. It's this box that I need to concentrate on because I did totally understand. We've got two things we're aiming for to increase the levels of our industry, which at the minute this one is at 1 star. So we've done enough production. We need to get 500 production. Well, we've done 11,553 production out of 500. We whacked that target out of the park. This one here, we need to have 150 workers. I've only got 111. I have spaces over here for 115. That's what that means. But I need to make sure I've got spaces for 150. So I just need to add excuse me, some more items in here to increase the workspace. I've still got a bit of a cold, so you'll have to excuse me. It's got a bit better. I did absolutely nothing yesterday. Just took the whole day off, and I'm feeling a bit more with it today. We'll see how we go. So let's have a look. What have we got? Workers barracks. Oh yes, it's been a while. So we can see here in this area here when I hover over this item. Let's have a look. It says pollution 0, noise pollution 25, workplaces 40. So this will give us a double bonus, which is fantastic. We already have some barracks in here, do we? No, we don't think we have any barracks at all. Oh, okay. Well, let's put some workers' barracks over here. We've got this little dead-end road. Let's pop them, excuse me, let's pop them along here and get the benefit. We're going to make it a nice tree-lined little road going like that. Is that going to be big enough? Hopefully it is. Let's go to there and go to there. There we go. Ain't that industry area? Zip, zap, zoom over there. That was the right one. Fantastic. And then if we grab these. So let's just follow along as we do this. Fertility farms. Yep, that's the one. We've got 110 spaces. So adding one of these should give us 150 spaces. There we go, out of 155. So now it is possible to get 155 workers, which is over the amount that we need. As soon as we get that in, there we go, it's going up, 121. Oh, now people are coming to work here. So I don't need to turn all of these areas, which is what I did. I put all my policies on, look, schools out. I don't need that everywhere. So I'm going to turn that off because the effect that has is, if we come over here to our Woodland State College. We're now 1 star because we need more people. Look, student capacity is huge, but hardly anybody's coming here. So I'm going to turn off in the Brook District as well. Oh, we got some fires going. Yeah, that's got schools out as well. Let's turn all these schools out off. We're then going to do, let's have a look over here. So we've got tea tree oil. So again, we've got 164 workers. We need to get 350. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. Workers barracks, they're going to give us 40 places. Okay, so looking at the stats that we've got here, we've produced a lot of oil. Most of it's being outputted as oil directly. Some is going into petroleum, which is making us more money. We also could do with making some plastic. And we need quite a lot more workers. So if we go for this one here, the naphtha cracker plant, that will make plastic. That will give us 100 workers as well. I'm just wondering if we could just pop that on a different road. Let's pop that down here. 40,000 to construct that. There we go. So now we've got up to 269 workers. And I also would like to increase the oil production. I'm just thinking we're going to go for the big oil rig and chuck one of those in here down this road as well. We might move things around, depends on how the traffic gets. So how many jobs is that going to add? That's going to add 50. So what are we up to? 319. We are so close. And then I'm going to add a storage. What's that one there? There we go. So what are we up to? 319. Does that not give us any workers? Oh, I thought it would. There we go. We're just going to go for another big oil rig. Why not? Let's just pop that in there. So that should be 369 workers. Yeah. So if we get enough people working here, that would be fantastic and that would grow. Let's see how our farm is doing. Oh, yeah. The game crashed and I've had to rebuild it all again. So we're a little bit behind in our people coming in. All right. So we'll leave that going. And then we've got our oil. We've got our... this one here, we're very close. We need 800 workers. We can get 630 at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these ones. We're going to try and get these ones to expand first. And then we'll look at doing the other ones as well. We've also got our forestry area here, which is quite small. We didn't leave a very big area for that. So I'm going to expand that to across the road over here so we can add some more items in. Let's get this area... Yeah, we're going to take in all of that, I think. I might even just take in these little buildings at the end here. Why not? And then we'll expand this. Oh, just about got enough space for our forestry maintenance building, which gives us a boost, and the forestry workers barracks. So now we should be at a possibility of 191 spaces, which is more than 150. So if we've got enough citizens that need work, that'll be good. We also seem to be more consistently making money, which is obviously a good thing as well. Oh, we've done it. We didn't get the pop-up on the screen, but we've now got 3 stars in fertility farms, and we've also got... not quite enough workers to get up to 4 stars. And we just need a few more workers to get that up to 4 stars. And we're now making plastics and petroleum, which is going to head us towards our big factories, the unique factories that we've got down here. We've got one, we've got our tea factory, iced tea factory with the crops and the glass, which is making us a huge amount of money. So maybe we'll be able to get another one soon. I want to get these up to 4 stars. There we go. I don't think that's too bad a spot for some barracks there. We've got a nice mountain view, a nice view of the river, some trees to cover up the noise and all the stuff that's going on in the industry section behind. Just don't breathe too deeply. You can come down and enjoy the beach as well. Very nice. Okay, we are going for a large farm expansion. I want to get this up to 4 stars as well. So let us run some roads up here and definitely start getting some of the larger farm things going. We've got all this space alongside here, which I think would just be fantastic. I want to keep it separate from our little barracks area there. I think that'll be a good idea. So let's just see what we can come up with. I'm just looking to see which one gives me the most workers out of all of these things. 27, 25, 33. Large animal pasture. Okay, that is what all this area is going to be up here. And also, we're not making any flour, so we really need to beef up our crop production as well, and then try and keep a load of that. stored ready for our cows and sheep and whatever we have. And let's get a flour mill in here as well to complete the whole set. Hopefully we can squeeze that in on the ends here. There we go. Excellent. So now we're producing everything, and we need to keep an eye on how many crops we're making to make sure that we have enough for our animal products and our flour. But we've certainly got enough jobs to get this up to level 4. Might be causing myself a little bit of a traffic problem here. I've moved my storage from here over to here, thinking I didn't want it blocking up this sort of main road, and now everybody's getting caught behind these people here. So what I am going to do is just upgrade this to the 4 lanes like that going through there, as that is now a busy main road and people can overtake and go past if they want. Yeah, hopefully they will. Ideally you'd want those on a little separate road, but I think that'll be fine. And then I've got this connecting to the road here, and I've got enough lanes, all the lanes worked out. Yeah, so that should be okay. This sort of ends up being a main road as well, so I'm going to upgrade that through there to connect to that one. And we'll just do our lanes here with the funky new tool. There we go. And that should be fine. And this little... Look at this. Go on then. Let's upgrade this final piece. There we go. To make it all work. And we'll just make sure with control click we've got lanes for turning. There we go. And that should be all okay. So how are we doing in our farm? Yeah, plenty of worker slots. Just need the people to move in. And look at the money we're making now. Oh, I want to keep an eye on that and see what the max is. That is absolutely fantastic. We've now got animal products and flour. Let's nip over here to our wood area. We've got paper and plain timber and enough workers to get up at least one more level. Our oil, we're now making petroleum and plastic, and enough workers to get up to level 3. The only one we haven't looked at yet is our Erlen Grey stone supply. We need to get up to 800 workers. And we are making glass and metals, so that is everything, isn't it? Oh, that's this one, isn't it? Oil or wooden. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah. So we want to get 800 workers in here. I'm going to just do a quick save in case my game crashes, and we'll get this one up to 5 stars, and we are raking in the money. There we go. We now have the ability to have 810 workers, which is over the 800. So this should get to 5 stars. I've added in a couple of these large ore mines here that go down underground, get more ore, and a couple of these small ones here as well. So it may be that we're going to hit the limit because we need more workers in our city, so that we may sort of hit that limit, but we'll see how things go. Oh, we've hit 4 stars on our farm. Didn't realise. Fantastic. So now just to get this up to 5 stars, we need to hit 8. Oh, are we going to 5-star everything? Is that what we're going to do? What are these cars doing parking on that road? No parking on that road. No, thank you. It's a super busy road. Go and park somewhere else. Oh, man. Are we going to max this out? Do you know what? I think we are. I'm going to make some more space, and we're going to see if we can get... Shall we see if we can get everything up to 5 stars? I don't know whether that's possible. We'll see what we can do. Gotta keep an eye on the traffic as well. If we don't spread things out right, it could cause problems. Oh, let's go and check out this building down here. Okay. So that building down here still apparently is hard to get to for traffic, even though there is a stop outside and this stop gets right through. Okay. Whatever you say. And there we grow. There we go. Our farming industry has grown. I want to just sort of move. What's this we've got going on here? An oil power plant. Yeah, let's move that out of the way. We could pop that on that road there, and our firehouse, that can stay there. That is fine. I think that is looking good. So we've got access to the road up there. We've got, oh, game jump. We've got access to the road down there, and we've got an autosave. Let's have a quick sip of tea. And then we've got access to this little roundabout thingy that we've got going on to the highway. And so far, traffic is okay. We've got over 900 and odd jobs, 944 out of 800. So it's just a matter of time for people coming in here and working here. Nice area bonuses as well. Fantastic. Let's check in on Greenleaf. We're now at 2 stars. enough stuff to get up to 3 stars if we can get the workers in. The oil industry's at 3 stars, enough to get up to 4 stars if we can get the workers in. And Earl and Grey Stone, enough to get up to 5 stars, but again, we just need the workers. So it is going to be a case of expanding our city before that really starts kicking in. So with all this extra money that we're making over here in the sports area, I'm going to turn on some of our sporty things and see whether our tourist income increases. It's about 3,000-ish a week, something like that. So I'm going to turn some of these on. How much is this going to cost? 3,500. Yikes. How much is this one going to cost? 3,800. Let's just do a couple. See if we're still making money. What about this one here? What's that one cost? 3,000. Oh, good grief. And see how that goes. And whether our income increases or decreases, that will be interesting to see. Or still making plus 16 odd thousand, plus 15,000 when the industry is on a high, which is good. We're making nearly 4,000 on industries, on tourists. I think that is pretty good going. Whoa, once again, we didn't get the pop-up, but we have 5 stars in fertility farms. Absolutely fantastic. We have an absolute abundance of workers, so we could possibly just remove some of these just to try and keep the prices down a teeny tiny bit. Still keep enough workers to have our 5 stars, which is good. And yeah, that gives us all sorts of bonuses as well. Having a little bit of a mini death wave at the moment, which is weird, but there we go. Still hoping to get 5 stars here. Plenty of spaces if we can get some more workers in. What are we at? 2 stars down there, 3 stars down there. Yeah, so it might take a little bit of a while for people to move back in again. Not quite sure why. We've got a death wave. We've got plenty of coverage on the healthcare and the death care. We've got no pollution going on. I think it's just one of those things. The first death wave I've ever had in the city. And there we go. We've hit 5 stars on Earl and Grey Stone Supply, which is absolutely brilliant. So what I would like to do is really max out our money. And I want to get a shipyard in here. So we just need to do a little bit of work along the front here just to tidy this area up a bit. There we go, a bit of extra space along here, and we are going to start putting in some factories. And I wanted to go with the shipyard, which need plain timber, plastic, glass and metal goods. All of these things we have. So let's just see if we can pop this along here somewhere. Why is that saying space already occupied? Oh, can I not place it on there? I bet if I do that I can. Hey, there we go. And we need to get a road connection going here as well. There we go. So we just got to wait now for these special goods to be bought in here. And out of all of the unique factories, this one has the most units a week. Just checking the wiki, it's 12,800 units a week. So hopefully this is going to be making us a fortune. I'm just wondering actually whether to put some storage over here to hold these 4 items to make sure they can be shipped in. I think that might be a good idea. There we go. We're just going to go for those 4 factories in there, and we want each of those set warehouses. We want each of those set up for these. So plain timber and plastic. So plain timber and plastics, and then glass and metals as well. And hopefully these will be a nice there we go, glass and metals. Excellent. These will be a nice overflow to keep all the stuff in stock. Yeah, they've got water connections. We've got a road connection coming through here, and then we've got a road connection going up there as well. And as we've got those on balanced, they will head to outside the city and try and fill those up, I believe. Aim to keep the storage half full and half empty. Yeah. So that should work out well. Oh, there we go. Look, we've nearly got everything we need. We now have everything we need. Look at this. And the boat is being made. Our first boat. I don't know how long that's going to take, but that is absolutely brilliant. I'm excited to see how much money this is going to make us. Oh, there we go. The Marina. Marina the second. Marina 2. Almost finished. I thought that was it. I thought that was about to float out of the dock. Nearly finished. Also, I know that there's spreadsheets out there that list exactly how many factories you need for each item and that sort of thing to just get everything flowing smoothly, but I like to work it out organically, enjoy the game, see what needs to be increased or decreased, and work that out for myself. So there we go. That was our first boat magically beamed up to the Starship Enterprise and taken to its first customer. And that is going to be 14,592 per week. Look at that. Plus 62,000 our weekly income. All of these have got the items they need. Let's look at these. These have got some items in. Yeah, which is good. So that is absolutely fantastic. So now we can go round. And I think we're just going to turn on all the things that are shut over here. Like the AFL Stadium. That is going to go on. The basketball arena, that is going to go on. Is that closed? Nope, casino's open. Oh, jumpy jump. I think that is everything over here is now open, isn't it? Yeah, fantastic. That is really good. Oh, just out of interest, traffic still 86%. So, some tips. Let's finish up with some tips. We've lost a load of money. I'm sure we'll make some more. So how have we managed to do all of this without huge amounts of traffic? Well, let's just take an overview of our city. We've got over here, we've got our metals and glass, and we've got our wood, and we've got our farms, and we've got our oil mixed in, but they all have amazing access. So we've got roads that come down here to this magic roundabout that we made that goes up to the highway. They can come down to this main road up to the highway. This one has its own access to the highway here, and it also can go up here to the highway. This one can go down and through here and join the highway over this way. So there's access absolutely everywhere. We've also got cargo train stations set up. We've got one over there. We don't have one in here, obviously, because that's right in the middle, but that also helps as well. So trying to give as many people as much road access as possible is the way to go, to make sure you can use all the industries and keep your traffic still running really well. And we haven't even got to putting in all the bike paths and the walking paths and all that sort of stuff, which we said about. I'm absolutely blown away with the amount of money we're making. I'm just wondering whether we could squeeze in one more factory. Let me take a look. Okay, the next biggest one is the sneaker factory, which will give us 11,200 units of production a week. That's this one here. How big is that? That is not too big, you know. So if we can pop that in here somewhere that's got some nice road access. I want to sort of put it down in this area. I reckon we could just pop that in there, you know. Off of that main road. Now, do you know what I'm going to do? Just so we don't block up this sort of main road that we've got going down here, I am going to take this little road here. We're going to go up there. And we're going to join in there. So I know there's lots of junctions close to each other, but as it's only for this factory, I think we'll be okay. Let's just do a couple of those junction-y things, and there, and that's fine. Yep, there we go. Let's grab our sneaker factory. Pop that in there. That is perfect. Let's take a look at that. Oh, that just fits in, doesn't it? Look at that. That fits in really, really well. Sneaker Ridge. Sneaker factory established 2009. And then what we could do, so now the entrance and exit is off the main road there, which is good. And then what we could do again is we could put, oh, look at that, they're already coming over here. So plastics as well. Yeah, we've got 2 lots of plastics, but the rest of the items aren't being used. So we want to maybe keep an eye on our plastic production. Make sure we've got enough. But that's all coming from this area, apart from our crops, which is coming right from the other side of the city. So I am just going to put a little bit of some storage in here just for our crops. And there we go. Our sneakers are going out. Now, we do have the option of storing the output of these, but I think, yeah, that one is just going to go straight out. So I think we'll be fine, and I think that will just go straight out as well. So if we start, what you want to keep an eye on is this here. So freight trucks in use. They're going to be bringing in these items up here, but they're also going to be sheeping out. They're also going to be shipping out your sneakers, not sheeping out your Snickers. So we want to make sure that there's enough trucks to be able to do that, because if they can't ship that out, yeah, look, this one just goes. There's no trucks used for that one. That makes sense, doesn't it? Of course. Well done. So if we have all the trucks being used and they can't ship these out, then they can't make any more. But at the moment, that's just working absolutely fine. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to need... It's going up. I'll keep an eye on that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to put one little storage, small warehouse. Let's see if we can fit that in there, up here. And that is just going to be on empty for special goods, unique factory products. There we go. So if there's any overflow that we can't ship out, they will get popped into there. Yep, so that'll be good. But I think we're going to be okay. So they're looking at the total profit for my industry area, 1720. I don't know what it was in the beginning, but we've seen it shoot right up. Plus 34,000, plus 41,000. It was up to 60 something before, wasn't it? And we've still got over 80%, 85% traffic flow. I think that is a winner. Do you know what? I'd like to fit in, out of these are the top three for making all the money, the modular house factory. I think that is going to go in along the front here. So it means I need to just repurpose this area a little bit. So yeah, I'm just going to swap around some of these items here. And there we go. We have the modular house factory. Again, I think all of these items are coming from this sort of area here. So we should be okay for storage. We shall see how that goes. There we go. This is where we're going to get our modular houses from. What is that called? Little boxes. Fantastic. Items already being dropped in. Look at that. Nice, nice, nice. So it may be over time that we need to make sure that we're producing as much of these as possible. We shall see. We can adjust the production rate if needed, but let's just keep an eye on the moolah. Oh, 136, 145,000. Wow, we are making so much money. Good grief. So we're struggling with plain timber. So I've got a little... warehouse here for plain timber. I've also increased the plain timber production over in our wood area here. So yeah, we're definitely going to keep an eye on that. What do you reckon? What do you reckon to our money making, traffic calming exploits? Let me know in the comments below. That is fantastic. Well, thank you very, very much for watching. We've got everything open, everything unlocked. That we put down in our city. We're going to make tons of money from tourists and all. Oh, there's so much more I want to do with this city. Getting very, very excited. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Don't forget to be back here very soon for the next episode. So subscribe so you don't miss it. And I will see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.